Major setback in the Johnny Depp libel case. It looks like there's more bad news for the Pirates of the Caribbean actor Johnny Depp, because it has been reported that Johnny has suffered yet another loss in his libel case against his ex-wife Amber Heard and the British publication The Sun. Here is why the recent loss is a major setback in the Johnny Depp libel case. But before we jump in, make sure you hit that subscribe and like button and turn on your post notifications to never miss out on major Hollywood news. Now let's jump into the video. On March 25th, 2021, headlines surrounding the Johnny Depp versus The Sun libel case made their way on major publications and on social media platforms. Within minutes, Johnny Depp's name became a trending topic on Twitter as fans swarmed to hear the judge's verdict. And to everyone's surprise, the Pirates of the Caribbean actor ultimately suffered another major setback and legal battle against the British tabloid newspaper. Back in April 2018, an article was released by The Sun where the publication called the Hollywood actor a wife beater. Soon after the nickname was given to Johnny Depp, his legal team retaliated with a lawsuit against the tabloid newspaper. 2 years later, after the original article was posted, Johnny Depp faced a 3-week libel trial where he tried to defend his reputation. In the summer 2020, the actor and his legal team presented evidence to the UK court in hopes of clearing Depp's name from the brutal nickname. The verdict for the lawsuit against The Sun was finalized on November 2nd with the court ruling against the actor. Judge Andrew Niccol, who was presiding over the high-class case, shared a statement concerning the final verdict. According to Niccol and his 129-page judgment, here is why the British publication ultimately won the libel case. Although he has proved the necessary elements of his cause of action in libel, the defendants have shown that what they published in the meaning which I have held to the words to bear was substantially true. I have reached these conclusions having examined in detail the 14 incidents on which the defendants rely, as well as the overarching considerations which the claimant submitted I should take into account. After Judge Niccol's judgment came to light, the tabloid publication released a statement of their own. The Sun has stood up and campaigned for the victims of domestic abuse for over 20 years. Domestic abuse victims must never be silenced, and we thank the judge for his careful consideration and thank Amber Heard's courage in giving evidence to the court. And so, with the verdict making international headlines in November of 2020, fans from all over the world witnessed their beloved idol lose a major lawsuit. But even with this shocking conclusion, the Pirates of the Caribbean actor didn't stop fighting for his reputation and his character. In March of 2021, Depp and his legal team sought for the court to grant permission for an appeal that could possibly overturn Judge Niccol's original verdict. The Edward Scissorhands star was ready to present the complete, irrefutable evidence of the truth in the US libel case against Heard, where she will have to provide full disclosure. Part of Depp's recent arguments emphasize how Amber Heard's supposed 7 million charity donations tipped the scales in the actress's favor. Depp's barrister, Andrew Caldecott, QC, claims that the actress's supposed donations were a calculated and manipulative lie which gave Heard a considerable boost to her credibility as a person and tipped the scales against Mr. Depp from the very beginning. But while the actress may have preached her extremely generous donation of $7 million, recent tabloid headlines would contradict Heard's actions. In early January of 2021, the online publication Daily Mail posted an article that seemingly exposed the actress. In the shocking report, the publication claimed that Amber has yet to donate the $7 million she received in divorce settlements. As the actress had previously stated, she was set to split up the money and donate to 2 specific charities and organizations, ACLU, a nonprofit organization defending individual rights, and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. Amber stated, as described in the restraining order and divorce settlement, money played no role for me personally and never has, except to the extent that I could donate it to charity and, in doing so, hopefully help those less able to defend themselves. As reported in the media, the amount received in the divorce was $7 million and $7 million is being donated. But the Daily Mail article claimed that only a $100,000 donation was made to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles and not from the actress herself. It was reported that in 2016, it was actually Amber Heard's ex-husband, Johnny Depp, who donated the $100K on Heard's behalf. But even with this information coming to light in recent months, the actress's pledge was found admirable. Judge Lord Justin Underhill, who was one of the judges presiding over the case, replied to Caldecott's claims by stating, "We do not accept that there is any ground for believing that the judge may have been influenced by any such general perception as Mr. Caldecott relies on. In the first place, he does not refer to her charitable donation at all in the context of his central findings. On the contrary, he only mentions it in a very particular context, and after he had already reached his conclusions in relation to the 14 incidents. We refuse Mr. Depp's application to admit further evidence in support of his proposed appeal, and we conclude that the appeal has no real prospect of success and that there is no other compelling reason for it to be heard. We accordingly refuse permission to appeal. But it was announced on March 25, 2021 that the Hollywood star was denied the requested appeal. According to judges Lord Justin Underhill and Lord Justice Dingemans, said the high-level libel case came to the correct verdict. The hearing before Mr. Justice Nicole was full and fair, and he gave thorough reasons for his conclusions, which have not been shown, even arguably, to be vitiated by any error of approach or mistake of law. Shortly after the new ruling came to light, a spokesperson for Amber Heard shared how the actress felt about the recent news. "We are pleased, but by no means surprised by the court's denial of Mr. Depp's application for an appeal. The evidence presented in the UK case was overwhelming and undeniable." To reiterate, the original verdict was that Mr. Depp committed domestic violence against Amber on no fewer than 12 occasions, and she was left in fear of her life. The verdict and lengthy, well-reasoned judgment, including the confidential judgment, have been affirmed. Mrs. Depp's claim of new and important evidence was nothing more than a press strategy and has been soundingly rejected by the court, along with the judge's statements and Heard's opinion. The British tabloid publication The Sun also shared how they reacted to Johnny Depp's denied appeal request. The Sun had every confidence that this leave to appeal application would not be granted and are pleased with today's decision. The case had a full, fair, and proper hearing, and today's decision vindicates that the courageous evidence that Amber Heard had gave to the court about domestic abuse despite repeated attempts to undermine and silence her by the perpetrator. The Sun will continue to stand up and campaign for victims of domestic abuse. As soon as Johnny Depp's recent loss made its way on social media platforms, thousands rallied against the judge's decision. Many took to Twitter to share their disappointment with the denied appeal. Fans wrote, "I can't believe Johnny Depp has been totally screwed over by this. He's been denied an appeal again after Amber Heard admitted on tape multiple times she physically abused him. How is this justice?" Quadruple question marks. Truth Heard 06 goes on to say, "Court of Appeal may have denied Johnny Depp's permission to appeal, but they did make some points. One of them was that Amber Heard was abused, but mainstream media aren't ready for that conversation yet. I bet neither is WB." Assel MCJ, "The system has not just failed Johnny Depp, but all male victims of abuse in their treatment of the Heard Depp case. I can only hope that the man gets the justice against his abuser that he has been denied thus far. Hashtag justice for Johnny Depp." And so while the actor may have not been the victor in his attempts to overturn the verdict, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard are yet to have another battle in court. The former Hollywood mega couple is said to butt heads in the infamous defamation case, starting the trial in April of 2022. And with $100 million on the line, it's safe to say the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp defamation case will be the one for the history books. What do you think? Were you shocked to hear about Johnny Depp's recent loss? Do you believe Amber Heard is innocent? Whose side are you on in this Hollywood divorce? We would love to know your thoughts down in the comments below. Catch you on the next one.